A volunteer. Whoa. Do you know, I think your hand shot up first, young fella, me lad. Up you come. Now, what's your name, Fowler? Pleased to meet you, my boy. I'm your centurion. Stand here. Now, your uniform. Uniforms were a Roman idea, believe it or not. Until the Romans came to this country, we'd never seen uniforms before. They introduced this idea of making people look the same, dressing them the same, making them feel part of a team. I thought that's a good way to start your army off on the right foot. They stuck with that idea. Do you have a school uniform?
Yeah!
Well, next time you put your school uniform on, think to yourself, thanks, Rome. Who likes your uniform? Well, there you go then. Remember, that's something we've got the Romans to thank for. Now, it's suddenly got very warm today. You're going to have to decide for yourselves whether you want to keep your coats on. I'm spotting this. Now, not yet. You're going to keep your coats on, fella, or not? You've got to decide. You're not going to. It's a nice warm day. So, just pop your coat down by your side. Now, your uniform has 3 bits to it. Firstly, we give you a nice, smart red tunic. Tunic's a Roman word. Tunic is very, very simple. It's like a big, well, t-shirt really, or perhaps more like a sack. It's got 2 arms for your holes and 1 arm for your head. It goes on over your head like a big t-shirt. There you go. And then you pop your arms out through the sleeves. Big things, long garment, very loose fitting. It's designed to be like that. That's the way they wore them. To make it fit you a bit better, you wear a belt round your tummy. Simple rope belt like this to start with. Once you've got your belt on, you see, you can pull your tunic up like so. That's the way I'm wearing it, you see. Does look a bit like a dress. But hey, give it a try. Final part of your uniform is a neckcloth. It's a scarf, really. Goes around your neck like so. Don't fasten them too tight. Don't leave the ends of your scarf dangling either. You leave any loose ends dangling, gives your enemy's chance to get hold of them. Once your enemy's got hold of that, you know what's coming next, don't you? Don't look. Oh, we'll do if you want to. So, tuck the ends in. Nice, smart soldier here. Now, okay, you've come to the Roman fort. Now you've got to find your way around. You've got to make sure that you know where everything is. Because this fort, to be honest with you, it's like a small town. Now, let me tell you how it goes. Are you ready for this? You come into the fort always through the Porta Praetoria, that's the main gate. Through the Porta Praetoria, you come down the road. The road is called the Via Principia because it leads to the Principia. We're sitting in the Principia now. But before you get to the Principia, you turn off to the right, you go past the Colostrum, 3 and 4. Not 1 and 2, but 3 and 4. If you go down that road, which is called the Via Praetoria, you come to a building called the Horium. After the Horium, we go down here, we've got the Lavatorium. After the Lavatorium is the Stabulum. After the Stabulum is the Thesaurus. After the Thesaurus is the Fabrica, then we come round this way here to the Praetorium proper. After the Praetorium is the Keller, then we come back here again to the Via Praetoria, and we come back here to the Principia. The Principia is the headquarters. When you come into the Principia, you come into this area here, it's called the Atrium. Behind me we've got the main building of the Principia proper. Here, this is divided into 3 bits. On my left, your right, we've got the Armamentarium. On my right, your left, we've got the Tabularium, and in the middle here we've got the Sacellum. Have you got that?
Yeah.
No.
Where did you say?
That was much too fast for you, wasn't it? All these new names, all these new faces, all these new places, your head's spinning, your eyes are going like this. Woo. Okay, lots of information. Let's think about what's important. You can't remember all that rubbish, of course you can't. New words, so what's important? I'll tell you what's important, it's this. On a Roman fort, everywhere has its own name. Every building has a name and it's there for a purpose. You can look what the names are later on. And Roman forts are always built the same way. They're built to the same plan, the same design. Think about what shape this fort is. Is it round? No. Is it triangular? No. Well, what shape is it then?
Square.
It's square. Roman forts are always square or rectangular. What we're going to do now is we're going to go for a little walk and we're going to find our way round. It'll be a very quick tour. It's helping you to know where places are. And if you learn your way around this Roman fort, you can then find your way around any Roman fort because they were all built the same. Pleased to meet you, Ellie. My name's the Centurion. I'm going to introduce you to your three best friends. Would you care to stand next to me, please, and face your chocolates? A soldier's best friend. What is it?
Helmet.
It's your best friend number one. It protects you. Where does it go?
On your head.
Are you ready for this? Here it comes. Now, Roman helmet's a very careful design. Sits on your head like so. Perfect. See these bits here? They protect the side of your face. See this bit here? That makes the helmet stronger at the front, where you're likely to get a good bashing. You want it stronger at the front, don't you? Can I just spin you around? Because at the back here, see this bit? This protects the back of your neck and your shoulders as well. So Roman army helmet is a very carefully designed thing. It's not just a sort of plonk it on your head type design. It's very carefully designed. Spin yourself round. Best friend number two. Yep. It's your shield. Here we go, Ellie. Best friend number two, your shield. Now, where's she gone? Oh, there you are. That's going to keep you safe back there, isn't it? Now, your shields. Give us a wave out the side so they can see you. There you are, still there. Roman army shields come in different shapes. This one, well, what shape is this? All together?
Oval.
It's an oval shape, yeah. There are some square ones, they're used by different kinds of soldiers. But the kind that we are uses an oval shield like this. If you want to know its formal name, it's called a clipeus. Can you say that?
Yes.
You might remember that, you might not. Best friend number three.
Your spear.
Your spear. Now, this is a stabbing spear. It has a name. It's called a hasta. Can you say that?
Hasta.
But it sure ain't made out of pasta. What's it called?
Hasta.
It's a stabbing spear. Now, this is full-sized equipment. Now, I think really it's a bit like for you to all manage this kind of kit today, so we have some more recruit-sized equipment for you to use. So, I will take away your hasta. It's definitely not made out of pasta. I will take away your clipeus. There you go, Ellie was there all the time. And I will replace this helmet, which I'm sure you'll agree is really rather heavy, isn't it, Ellie? There we go. With a more recruit-sized one here. There we go. Now, you will have spotted that these are in baskets outside your barracks. Is that a bit lighter and a bit more comfortable for you? It is, isn't it? Down the sides of your barracks you will find training shields. Flat shields. It's a handle on the back. Now, Ellie, can we put that on the floor? Can you put your left hand on top of there? Now, do you all know the difference between your left hand and your right hand? Yes. Well, we shall find out as the day goes on. Don't forget, if you're uncertain, hold your hand up like that. The one that makes an L, that's your left hand. Your left hand is always your shield hand, yeah? Your right hand is for your spear. Like this spear here. Call the hand. There you go. Now, a word about spears. They are training spears, they're dummy spears. Now this isn't something that we've just invented for you today. Guess you're a lot of kids and you're likely to kill each other to death. Although that isn't. No. The Romans trained their soldiers always with dummy weapons. Still do this in the army today. Doesn't matter if you've been in the army 5 minutes, 25 years, you train your soldiers with dummy weapons. That was the Roman idea. That's the way we are doing it today. Now, Ellie is standing in the guarding position. Who else have we seen standing like that today? Who do we see? Marcus. There he is. Look, give us a wave, Marcus. You saw Marcus standing like that on guard. Now, when I say dismiss, this is what you are going to do. You are going to walk back to your barracks. I say walk because we're now going to start talking about rules. Rule number 1. There's no running. What's rule number 1?
No running.
If you see somebody running, you can shout, hey! Rule number 1.
No running.
Spot on. We all look after each other. You are then going to collect in the following order. Firstly, your helmet. It goes on your head, as modelled by Ellie. Secondly, you're going to use both hands to collect your shield. Yep. Get it out. They're on racks down the side of your barracks. Both sides. You don't need to take some from anybody else's barracks. Then, once you've got your shield, you go and collect your spear. Okay. Where do we line up? Well then, you line up outside your barracks in one straight line. Marcus, will you help me demonstrate with Ellie here how we line up for parade? Now notice, we are all standing in a straight line, not behind each other, no, but next to each other. Nice straight line. You stand up, shoulders back, holding your spear and your shield. This is called a parade line. Do you understand? What's it called?
Parade line.
Your optios, your officers, don't stand in line. Your officers stand just behind the line. So they can see you and you can't see them. Right, Unit 4. We've kept you waiting so long. This is your chance to be first. Up you stand, Unit 4. Are you going to run?
No.
Of course not, because what's rule number 1?
No running.
To your barracks, collect.